Once upon a time, in a faraway land, a young prince lived in a shining castle. Although he had everything his heart desired, the prince was spoiled, selfish, and unkind. But then, one winter's night, an old beggar woman came to the castle and offered him a single rose in return for shelter from the bitter cold. Repulsed by her haggard appearance, the prince sneered at the gift and turned the old woman away. But she warned him not to be deceived by appearances, for beauty is found within. And when he dismissed her again, the old woman's ugliness melted away to reveal a beautiful enchantress. The prince tried to apologize, but it was too late, for she had seen there was no love in his heart. And as punishment, she transformed him into a hideous beast and placed a powerful spell on the castle and all who lived there. Ashamed of its monstrous form, the beast concealed himself inside his castle, with a magic mirror as his only window to the outside world. The rose she had offered was truly an enchanted rose, which had bloomed for many years. If he could learn to love another and earn her love in return by the time the last petal fell, then the spell would be broken. If not, he would be doomed to remain a beast for all time. As the years passed, he fell into despair and lost all hope, for who could ever learn to love a beast?
It's a quiet village every day, like the one before. Little town far
met her, saw her. I said she's gorgeous, and I fell. Here in town, there's only she who's as beautiful as me. So I'm making plans to woo and marry Belle. How can you read this? There's no pictures.
Well, some people use their imagination.
You know, Belle, it's about time you got your head out of these books and paid attention to more important things.
Hint, hint. Like you.
Exactly! The whole town is talking about it. It's not right for a woman to read. Soon she starts getting ideas and thinking.
Gaston, you were positively primeval.
Why, thank you, Belle. What do you say we take a trip to the tavern and take a look at my trophies?
What do you say? We don't.
Come on, Belle. I think I know how you feel about me.
And you can't even imagine. Gaston, please, I have to get inside to help my father.
That crazy old fool, he needs all the help he can get.
Don't talk about my father that way.
Yeah, don't talk about her father that way.
My father's not crazy. He's a genius.
Some genius.
What's a genius?
Now, LeFou, I need you to go out into the woods and get me the biggest, healthiest deer you can find.
Not the woods. Anything but the woods. You know how much I hate the woods.
Just get me a deer for my wedding feast.
But I hate the woods. It's dark, it's spooky, and there's bugs and spiders.
Papa, are you all right?
Oh, I'm fine. But I can't for the life of me figure out why that happened. This isn't the stubbornest piece of...
Papa?
Ow. I'm about ready to give up on this hunk of junk.
Oh, you always say that.
I mean it this time. I'll never get this boneheaded contraption to work.
Yes, you will. And you'll win first prize at the fair tomorrow. And become a world-famous inventor.
You really think so?
You know I do. I always have.
Well, we better get cracking. This thing isn't gonna fix itself. Now, let me see. Where did I put that dog-legged clencher?
Papa,
So tell me, did you have a good time in town today?
I got a new book.
You do love those books.
Well, they take me away to wonderful places where there's adventure and mystery and romance and happy endings. Papa, if I ask you something, will you answer me honestly?
Don't I always?
Do you think I'm odd?
My daughter odd? Wherever did you get an idea like that?
I don't know. It's just that, well, people talk.
Well, they talk about me too. No, I'm not odd nor you. No family ever saner. Except one uncle who, well, maybe let that pass. In all you say and do, you couldn't make it plainer. You are your mother's daughter, therefore you are class.
So I should just accept I'm simply
should take my word. You are unique, creme de la creme. No matter what you do, I'm on your side. And if my point of view is somewhat misty-eyed, there's nothing clearer in my life than what I wish and feel for you. And that's a lot, no matter what.
No matter what they say, you make me proud. I love the funny way you stand out from the crowd.
It's my intention, my invention shows the world out there one day just what we've got, no matter what. Now some may say all fathers just exaggerate.
That every daughter's great,
You are.
and every daughter tends to say her father's tops.
She pulls out all the stops to praise him, and quite rightly. No matter what the pain, we've come this far. I pray that you remain exactly as you are. This really is a case of father knowing best.
And daughter too.
You're never strange.
Don't ever change.
You're all I've got, no matter what. Now what do you say we give her a try?
All right.
You get the logs. All right. Stand back. Here we go.
It works.
It does? It does? Ha!
Papa, you did it. You really did it. You'll win first prize at the fair tomorrow. I know it.
Who knows? Maybe I will at that.
Oh, and I almost forgot. I made you a scarf for good luck.
Well, now I know you win. And then we'll go to all those places you've read about in those books of yours. Well, I'm off.
Bye, Papa.
Bye-bye, Bella.
Be careful.
First prize is nearly mine. It's quite my best invention. So simple yet complex, so massive yet so small. This triumph of design will beat my old age pension. That is provided I can find the fair at all. I must have missed a sign. I should have paid attention. Drat! That's not a nightingale, and not a mating call. Wolves! Help! Somebody help me! Please! Hello? Hello?
Well, now you've done it. I told you not to let him in.
Is anyone here?
If we keep quiet, maybe he'll go away.
Is anyone home?
Not a word, Lumiere. Not one word.
I'm truly sorry. It's just, I've lost my way in the woods, and I need a place to stay for the night. Now, I heard that. Now, I'd thank you. Now, I know there's someone here, and I'd thank you to come out where I can see you. Yeah. Hello? Goodbye! Wait. Your clock? And you're talking.
Astonishing, isn't it? And quite inexplicable. Now goodbye.
Cogsworth, I'm surprised at you. Where are your manners?
We've got to get him out of here before the master finds out.
This is incredible. How is this accomplished?
Well, really, sir, stop it, I say! Really, sir? Do you mind?
Well, I'm stumped. Maybe it's some sort of newfangled scientific gadget.
I, sir, am not a gadget.
I beg your pardon. It's just I've never seen a talking.
You're chill to the bone, monsieur. Come, warm yourself by the fire.
No, I forbid it. Lumiere, as head of this household, I demand that you stop right there. Not the master's chair. I'm not seeing this.
Ooh la la, what have we here? Do my eyes deceive me, or is this a man? It's been so long since I've seen a real man. No offense, Lumiere. Bonjour, monsieur. Mind if I sit here?
Oh, well, hello.
All right, this has gone far enough. I am in charge here, and
Coming through. How would you like a nice cup of tea?
Oh, yes, please.
no tea. I'll be here all night. No tea.
There you are.
Oh, this is just what I need.
I think I scared him, Mama.
Hey there, little girl. What's your name?
Chip.
Figures.
Care for a blanket, monsieur? I just love older men.
But you are always trying to make me jealous. Well, it won't work this time.
Me? What about you? With Simone.
Jacques?
Michel?
Pierre?
Veronique?
Veronique.
Oh, Lumiere! Listen to me! Do you have any idea what the master will do if he finds out we let a stranger in?
Calm yourself, Cogsworth. The master will never have to. Oh. As I was saying, the master will find out sooner or later.
Should we hide, Mama?
No. Remain calm. There was absolutely no reason to panic.
Lumiere is right. There is absolutely no reason to panic. May I borrow this?
There is a stranger here.
Master, allow me to explain.
May I take this opportunity to say that I was against it from the start?
Dared to disobey me.
Oh dear.
You have all betrayed me.
Maurice,
What are you doing in my castle?
I lost my way in the woods.
You are not welcome here.
I'm sorry. I'll just be on my way. Hey.
Hideous, isn't it?
No,
You've come to stare at the beast, haven't you?
No, I meant no harm. I was merely looking for a place to stay.
I'll give you a place to stay.
Ah!
It can't be true. I don't believe it.
Why would you go and do a thing like that? Oh, I can't bear it. I really can't bear it. Oh, it's not. Say it isn't so.
It's so. Girls, I'm just getting married. Don't tell me a little thing like that's gonna go and change your feelings for me.
Oh, no. No, never.
Good. And we'll still have our little rendezvouses, won't we?
Oh, yes, always.
Well, if we're going to have a wedding, I guess I better propose to the bride. Run along now. Belle! Oh, Belle! Anyone home? Hello?
Gaston! What a pleasant surprise.
Isn't it, though? I am just full of surprises. For you, Madam Weasel.
A miniature portrait of you. You shouldn't have.
Don't mention it. You know, Belle, there isn't a girl in town who wouldn't love to be in your shoes. Today is the day all your dreams come true.
What could you possibly know about my dreams, Gaston?
Plenty. You've been dreaming just one dream nearly all your life. Hoping, scheming, just one theme. Will you be a wife? Will you be some He-Man's property? Good news that He-Man's me. This equation, girl plus man, doesn't help just you. On occasion, women can have their uses too, mainly to extend the family tree. Pumpkin, extend with me. You'll be raising sons galore.
Inconceivable.
Each built 6'4".
Unbelievable.
Each one stuffed with every Gaston gene.
I'm not hearing this.
You'll be keeping house with pride.
Just incredible.
Each day gratified.
So unlettable.
That you are part of this idyllic scene. Picture this. A rustic hunting lodge. My latest kill, roasting over the fire. My little wife, massaging my feet. While the little ones play on the floor with the dogs. Oh, we'll have 6 or 7.
Dogs?
No, Belle. Scrapping boys like me.
Imagine that.
I can see that we will share all that love implies. We shall be the perfect pair, rather like my thighs. You are face to face with destiny. All roads lead to the best things in life are all's well that ends with me. Escape me, there's no way. Certain as do-re, Belle, when you marry. So, Belle, what'll it be? Is it yes or is it oh yes?
I just don't deserve you.
Who does? Me!
But thanks for asking.
So, how'd it go?
You know that Belle, always playing hard to get.
She turned you down?
For now! But I will have Belle for my wife, make no mistake about that.
Well, gee, she turned him down. Maybe I still have a chance. No! How silly that! Wait, he's mine!
Is he gone? Could you imagine? Me, the wife of that boorish, brainless Madame Gaston. Can't you just see it? Madame Gaston, his little wife. Ugh. No, sir, not me. I guarantee it. I want much more than this provincial life. I want adventure in the great white somewhere. I wanted more than I can tell. And for once, it might be grand to have someone understand. I want so much more than they've got planned. Hey, Belle. Have you seen Gaston? You just missed him. Wait a minute. Where did you get that scarf?
This in the woods. Pretty nice, huh?
The scarf belongs to my father.
Yeah, well, finders, keepers.
LeFou, I want you to think hard and tell me exactly where you found this.
No.
Think.
Somewhere in the woods. I'm sorry.
Harder.
Near the crossroads, okay? Ow!
But he's still out there somewhere. LeFou, you have to take me back.
Not the woods again.
Don't you see something must have happened? Have to take me back.
Not on your life.
Then I'll find him myself.
Couldn't keep quiet, could we? Just had to invite him to stay, didn't we? Serve him tea, sit in the master's chair.
I was trying to be hospitable.
Oh, rubbish.
Ah, Cogsworth. Can you blame me for trying to maintain what's left of our humanity? Look at us. Look at you.
What about me?
You always were insufferable. But every day, you become just a little more inflexible, a little more tightly wound, a little more ticked off.
Oh, please, spare me the stupid puns.
At least we are not as far gone as some of the others. You saw what happened to Michelle.
Well, she always was too vain about her looks. That's exactly what she's become. Little drawer, mirrors, the works.
And poor Jean-Claude.
Who?
Jean-Claude, you remember him? Not too bright, dumb as
A brick!
the whole wall.
Jean-Claude is a brick wall?
That's him, in the kitchen, behind the stove. And you know Guillaume, the houseboy?
That mealy-mouthed little bootlicker. I never liked him. Always groveling at the master's feet.
He's a doormat.
Perfect.
It's happening faster with some of the others, but we are not far behind. Slowly, but surely, as every day passes, we will all gradually become things.
But why did we have to get dragged into this whole spell business? It's not like we threw that poor old beggar woman out on her ear.
No. But are we not responsible too for helping to make him the way he is?
I suppose so.
All I know is I will eventually melt away to nothing. I can only hope there is something left if the master ever breaks the spell.
Hold on, old
girl.
Yes, of course. I can see it's a girl.
It's a girl! Mademoiselle!
Lumiere! Let me do all the
Charlie!
That's the head of this household. I should do
Yoo-hoo!
most of the talking. A
Yoo-hoo!
word! Just a word! That's all I'm asking for!
Mama, you're not going to believe what I saw. Not in a million years. Not in a million, trillion, thousand years.
Yes, Chip?
No, really. It's the greatest thing. It's the thing everyone's been waiting for since I don't know when.
All right, dear. What is it?
There's a girl in the castle.
Oh, bless my soul, wouldn't that be lovely?
But there is. I saw her.
Now, Chip, I won't have you running around making up wild stories, getting everyone's hopes up. Mrs. Potts, did you hear? There's a girl in the castle.
See? I told ya. And she's real pretty, too.
Well, I don't know about that.
This is the one! The girl we have been waiting for! She has come to break the spell!
Wait a minute. Let's not be hasty.
Isn't it wonderful? After all these years, oh, happy, happy day!
Stop it!
We should tell the others, no?
Yes. No! I mean, wait a minute! Wait a minute!
Hello? Is anyone here? Please, I'm looking for my father.
Belle, is that you?
Papa!
How did you find me?
Your hands are like ice. We have to get you out of here.
Belle, you must leave this place.
Who's done this to you?
No time to explain. Please, you must go now.
I won't leave you here. Who's there? I know someone's there. Who are you?
The master of this castle.
Then you're the one who's responsible for this? Release my father at once!
I am the master of this castle. I do not take orders from anyone. Throw her out.
No!
Wait, no, please forgive me! Please let him out, can't you see he's not well?
Then he should not have trespassed here.
But he's an old man, he could die!
He came into my home uninvited, and now he'll suffer the consequences.
Please, I'll do anything!
There's nothing you can do.
Wait, please!
I said there's nothing you can do.
Take me instead!
No!
What did you say?
Take me instead.
You would do that. You would take his place.
If I did, would you let him go?
Yes. But you must promise to stay here. Forever.
Forever?
Or he dies in the dungeon.
That's not fair. Wait. Come into the light.
Make your choice.
Belle, listen to me. I'm old. I've lived my life.
You have my word.
Done.
Wait. No, not yet.
To the crossroads.
Let her go! Let her go! Belle! Belle!
Master, please. Since the girl is going to be with us for quite some time, you might want to offer her a more comfortable room.
You didn't let me say goodbye.
What?
I'll never see him again. And you didn't let me say goodbye.
show you to your room.
My room? But I thought...
Do you want to stay in that dungeon?
No.
Then follow. You follow me! This is your home now. You're free to go wherever you'd like. Except the West Wing.
Why? What's in the...
It's forbidden! You are never to set foot in there, do you understand? Do you understand?
Yes!
This is your room. I hope you'll find it comfortable. If you need anything, my servants will attend to you. And one more thing. You will join me for dinner. This is not a horse!
Yes, I made the choice. For Papa, I will stay. But I don't deserve to lose my freedom in this way. You monster. If you think that what you've done is right, well then you're a fool. Think again. Is this home? Is this where I should learn to be happy? Never dreamed that a home could be dark and cold. I was told every day of my childhood, even when we grow old. Home should be where the heart is. Never were words so true. My heart's far, far away. Home is too. What I'd give to return to that life that I knew lately, and to think I complained of that dull provincial town. Is this home? Am I here for a day or forever? Shut away from the world until who knows when. But then, as my life has been altered once, it can change again. Build higher walls around me, change every lock and key. Nothing lasts, nothing holds all of me. My heart's far, far away, home and free. Who is it?
Mrs. Potts, dear, I thought you might like a nice cup of tea.
Come in.
Nothing like a warm cup of tea to make the world seem a bit brighter.
Oh, but you're...
Mrs. Potts, dear, pleased to make your acquaintance.
Careful, darling.
Who are you?
Madame de la Grande Bouche. Perhaps you've heard of me.
Sorry.
You see, they've forgotten all about me. One can be, and I quote, the
start who ever graced the stage. But for no one little stretch.
This is impossible.
I know it is, but here we are. Well now, what shall we dress you in for dinner? This is nice. But how would you like to borrow one of my gowns? I'll see what I've got in my drawers. Here it is. I wore this the night I performed at the Royal Opera. The king himself was there. Of course, I wouldn't have a prayer of fitting into it now. Take it!
That's very kind of you, but I'm not going to dinner.
Oh, don't be silly. Of course you are. You heard what the master said.
He may be your master, but he's not mine! I'm sorry. This is all just happening so fast.
That was a very brave thing you did, my dear.
We all think so.
I'm gonna miss my papa so much.
Cheer up, child. I know things may seem bleak, but you mustn't despair. We're here to see you through. I hope that we'll be friends, though I don't know you well. If anyone can make the most of living here, then Belle, it's you. And who knows, you may find home here too.
Who does she think she is? That girl is tangled with the wrong man! No one says no to Gaston! Dismissed. Rejected. Publicly humiliated! Why, it's more than I can bear.
Or beer?
What for? Nothing helps. I'm disgraced.
Who you? Never. Gaston, you gotta pull yourself together.
Gosh, it disturbs me to see you, Gaston, looking so down in the dumps. Every guy here likes to be you, Gaston, even when taking your bumps. There's no man in town as admired as you. You're everyone's favorite guy. Everyone's awed and inspired by you. And it's not very hard to see why. No one's slick as Gaston. No one's quick as Gaston. No one's next as incredibly thick as Gaston. For there's no man in town that was manly. Perfect, a pure paragon. You can ask any Tom, Dick, or Stanley, and they'll tell you whose team they prefer to be on. No one big like Gaston. Big like Gaston. No one's got a swell cleft in his chin like Gaston.
As a specimen, yes, I'm intimidating.
Get fired. Gaston is the best, and the rest is all tricks. Oh. In a wrestling match, nobody fights like Gaston.
As you see, I've got biceps to spare.
Not a bit of him scraggly or scrawny.
That's right. And every last inch of me's covered with hair.
In a spitting match, nobody spits like Gaston.
I'm especially good at expectorating. Do it! When I was a lad, I ate 4 dozen eggs every morning to help me get large. And now that I'm grown, I eat 5 dozen eggs, so I'm roughly the size of a barge. Yeah! Maurice?
Please, he's got her. He's got her locked in a dungeon. Belle, we must go. It's not a minute.
Whoa! Slow down, Maurice. Who's got Belle locked in a dungeon?
A beast. A horrible beast.
Is it a big beast?
Yes. Yes. Hideously ugly.
And sharp little fangs.
Yes. Will you help me? Please, will you help me?
All right, old man. We'll help you out.
Oh, thank you. All right then. I'll go back there and get her myself.
Crazy old Maurice. He's always good for a laugh.
Crazy old Maurice, Crazy old Maurice. The fool, I'm afraid I've been thinking.
A dangerous pastime.
I know, but that wacky old coot is Belle's father, and his sanity's only so-so. Now the wheels in my head have been turning since I looked at that loony old man. See, I promised myself I'd be married to Belle, and right now I'm evolving a plan. If I,
Yes.
then we,
Would she? With
yes!
Now I get it.
Let's go! No! Plot like Gaston.
Takes cheap shots like Gaston. Tends to persecute harmless crackpots like Gaston.
Yes, I'm endlessly, wildly resourceful.
As down to the depths you descend.
I won't even be mildly remorseful.
Just as long as you get what you want in the end.
Praise like Gaston!
Taste like Gaston.
Can make up these endless refrains like Gaston.
And
his marriage we soon will be celebrating. My God, Gaston!
Well, what is it? Is dinner ready, Mrs. Potts? Just about. I hadn't the foggiest idea what she liked to eat, so I cooked up everything in the kitchen. Good. Well, now, don't just stand there gaping. Get back to work.
You tell him.
I can't. Tell me what?
Now, don't get upset, but you've got something on your back.
What on earth are you talking about? What is it?
It appears to be a winding handle of sorts.
Well, get it off of me!
It won't come off.
What do you mean it won't come off? It wasn't there last night when I went to bed. Where did it come from? Why is this happening to me? It's the spell, I'm afraid.
Just try to relax.
Oh, relax. Relax. How can I relax with this appendage on my back? Is there no dignity left for me? And what's gonna go next, huh? My mind?
Calm down, Cogsworth. It will be all right.
I'm frightened, Lumiere.
I know, my friend. But you are not alone.
We're all in this together.
It's time for dinner. Where is she?
Oh, yes, the girl. I shall go see about her. Won't be a moment.
I told her to come down. What is taking so long?
Try to be patient, sir. The girl has lost her father and her freedom all in one day.
Master, have you thought that perhaps this girl could be the one to break the spell?
Of course I have. I'm not a fool.
Good. Then you fall in love with her, and she falls in love with you, and poof, we'll be human again by midnight.
Lumiere, it's not that easy. These things take time.
But we don't have time. The rose has already begun to wilt.
It's no use. She's so beautiful, and I'm... Look at me.
He has a point.
Master, you must help us see past all of that.
I don't know how.
Well, you could start by making yourself more presentable. Straighten up. Try to act like a gentleman,
Impress her with your rapier wit.
but be gentle.
Shower her with
And
compliments.
be sincere.
And above all,
You must.
you must control your temper.
Well,
What?
where is she?
Who? Oh, yes, the girl. Well, she is in the process of, circumstances being what they are. She's not coming. She's not coming.
What did you say?
She's not coming.
We'll see about that!
You lordship, your grace,
Stay where you are. Lumiere, stand aside. I thought I told you to come to dinner!
I'm not hungry.
I am the master of this castle, and I'm telling you to come to dinner!
And I'm telling you, I'm not hungry.
You're hungry if I say you're hungry.
Don't be ridiculous.
What did you say?
You can't go around ordering people to be hungry. It doesn't work like that. And besides, it's rude.
Oh, it's rude, is it? Then how about this? If you don't come down to dinner, I will drag you by the hair!
That might not be the best way to win the girl's affections.
Please, attempt to be a gentleman.
Why is she being so difficult? Why are you being so difficult?
Why are you being such a bully?
Because I want you to come to dinner.
So you admit you're being a bully.
Deep breaths, Master, deep breaths.
I will give her one last chance. Will you be so kind as to join me for dinner? Please!
No, thank you.
Fine! Then starve!
Master,
If she doesn't eat with me, she doesn't eat at all!
what was I thinking? We are never going to be human again.
So it appears.
Well, what would you two have us do? Give up? I can't give up until I hear the sound of my ship's laughter running through these halls again.
Quite right, Mrs. Potts. We mustn't give up while there is still a chance. Lumiere, stand watch at that door, and if there is the slightest change, inform me at once.
We might.
I ask nicely, but she refuses. What does she want me to do? Beg? Show me the girl.
I know the master can be temperamental, but underneath all that matted fur, he's not such a bad fellow. Why don't you give him a chance?
Why should I? Did he give my father a chance?
Well, no, but once you get to know him,
I don't want to get to know him. I don't want to have anything to do with him.
I'm just fooling myself. She'll never see me as anything but a monster. How long must this go on? This cruel trick of fate. I simply made one careless wrong decision, and then that witch was gone and left me in this state, an object of revulsion and derision, hated Is there no one who can show me how to win the world's forgiveness? No! No! What did they say? Shower her with compliments. Impress her with your rapier wit. Act like a gentleman. Act like a gentleman. Act like a gentleman.
Lumiere! Oh, Lumiere!
Ah, Babette! Come to me, my little fluff. Achoo!
It's my hands, isn't it? You don't love me anymore. Oh, this horrible, horrible spell.
Ah, Shari, you cut me to the wick. Do you think a little thing like that would change my feeling for you? Now you really tickle my fancy.
Oh, no.
Oh, yes.
Oh, no.
Oh, yes.
Oh, no, no, no. I've been burnt by you before.
Actually, Madame, I am a little hungry.
Oh, then I'll ring for Miss Potts, and I'll sing you an aria while we wait.
Oh, that's all right. I'll go myself.
Oh, but what about the master? He's really not going to like this.
I know.
Oh dear! Oh dear.
I like this girl. I like her spunk. Well, if you ask me, she was just being stubborn. After all, he did say please. You know, I do think that is the first time I've ever heard him use that word. Huh. I believe you're right. You see, she's already having a good influence on him. Oh, there you are, dearie. Glad to see you out and about. I'm Cogsworth, head of the household.
Oh, the girl, she's gone. I swear my eyes never left thee. Enchanté, mademoiselle.
This is Lumiere. Stop it! Stop that! If there is anything we can do to make your stay more comfortable, anything at all.
I am a little hungry.
Ooh, except that. Cogsworth! Well, you heard what the master said. Oh, pish-posh, what would you have me do? Let the poor child go hungry? Fine! Glass of water, crust of bread, and then...
Cogsworth. Surprise you. She's not our prisoner. She's our guest. We must make her feel welcome here.
Fine! Dinner. But keep it down. If the master finds out, it will be our necks.
Of course, of course. But what is dinner without a little music?
Music!
Ma chérie mademoiselle, it is with deepest pride and greatest pleasure that we welcome you here tonight. We invite you to relax. Let us put up a chair as the dining room proudly presents your dinner. Be our guest, be our guest. Put our service to the test. Tie a napkin around your neck, chérie, and we'll provide the rest. Soup des hors d'oeuvres, why we only live to serve. Try the great stuff.
It's delicious!
Believe me, ask the dishes. They can sing, they can dance. After all this is France, and the dinner here is never second best. Go on and fold your menu, take a glance, and then you'll be our guest. We are guest, be our guest. Beef ragout, cheese soufflé, pie, plain, entrée. We'll prepare and serve with flair a culinary cabaret. You're alone and you're scared, but the banquets are prepared. No one's gloomy or complaining while the flat was entertained. Life is so unnerving for a servant who's not serving. He's not whole without a soul to wait upon. Ah, those good old days when we were useful. Suddenly, those good old days are gone. 10 years we've been rusting, needing so much more than dusting, needing exercise, a chance to use our skills. Most days we just lay around the castle. Flabby, fat and lazy, you walked in and whoops-a-daisy.
Come to me, my little spark.
Lumiere! This time you've gone too far! This is shameful! Shameful!
enchanted castle.
Enchanted? Who said anything about the castle being enchanted?
It was you, wasn't it?
I figured it out for myself. I I'd like to take a look around if that's all right.
Perhaps you would like a tour?
I'm not sure that's the best idea. We wouldn't want you-know-who to go poking around you-know-where, if you know what I mean.
Perhaps you'd like to give me a tour. I'm sure you know everything there is to know about the castle.
Well, actually, I do! May I draw your attention to the hand-painted ceilings, complete with shrubs frolicking in delight amidst the nymphs and centaurs.
Act like a gentleman. Act like a gentleman. Oh, this will be good. Belle! Oh, Belle!
Now, if you will note the unusual inverted archways, it is yet another example of the late neoclassic Baroque period. And as I always say, if it's not Baroque, don't fix it. May I draw your attention to the flying buttresses above the aviary?
Lumiere, it's all so beautiful. I had no idea. If only he weren't here.
Act like a gentleman. I'm nothing but a fool.
And thanks to some quick thinking on my part, the disaster was averted. And that is the last time a stone of that weight was quarried in this area.
What's up there?
Nothing? Nothing at all of any interest in the West Wing.
So that's the West Wing.
Nice going.
I wonder what he's hiding up there.
Hiding? What an idea! Hiding!
Then it wouldn't be forbidden, would it?
Perhaps Mademoiselle would like to see something else? We have exquisite tapestries dating all the way back to Aloysius the Pretentious.
Maybe later.
Perhaps you would like to see the garden? Or the library?
You have a library?
With books?
Oh yes, loads of books, scads of books, mountains, cascades, cloudbursts, forests, swamps of books.
Books with pictures, books with words.
More words than you could ever read in a lifetime.
Books on every subject by every author who ever set pen to paper.
I'm sorry.
What are you doing here?
I
told you never to come here!
I know,
Do
but...
you realize what you could have done? Get out!
No.
You had no right to be there. No right! Oh, no.
Don't touch me!
No, I...
Promise or no promise, I won't stay here!
I'm sorry! I'm sorry! No! No! You don't understand! There's so little left of me. So little left. And in my twisted face, there's not the slightest trace of anything that even hints at kindness and from my tortured shape, no comfort, no escape. I see, but deep within his heart her blindness, hopeless. As my dream dies, as the time flies, love a lost illusion, helpless, unforgiven, cold and driven to this sad conclusion. No beauty could move me, no goodness improve me, no power on earth if I can't love her. No passion could reach me, no lesson could teach me how I could have loved her and make her love me too. If I can't love her, then who? Long ago I should have seen all the things I could have been. Careless and unthinking, I moved onward. But it's not to be if I can't love her. Let the world be done with me.
Don't do that. Just hold still.
No! That hurts!
Well, if you'd hold still, it wouldn't hurt as much.
Well, if you hadn't run away, this wouldn't have happened.
Well, if you hadn't frightened me, I wouldn't have run away.
Well, you shouldn't have been in the West Wing.
And you should learn to control your temper. Now hold still. This may sting a little. By the way, thank you for saving my life.
You're welcome.
Well, you see, I knew they could get along if they tried.
So the ice is broken at last.
And not a moment too soon. Have you taken a good look at the rose lately? It's losing petals at an alarming rate.
And not to mention, I can hardly bend over at all anymore.
Clearly, it's time for us to give them a little push. We must find that romantic way to draw them closer together.
I have just the thing. How about we warm you two up with a nice bowl of soup?
Soup?
Trust me.
There's something sweet and almost kind, but he was mean and he was coarse and unrefined. But now he's dear and so unsure. I wonder why I didn't see it there before. Cheers!
Come along, dearie. Let's get you out of those wet things.
She glanced this way. I thought I saw. And when we touched, she didn't shudder at my paw. No, it can't be. I'll just ignore. But then she's never looked at me that way before. When she smiles at me, I get all choked up, and my heart starts pounding, and I can't breathe.
Good!
That's good.
Excellent!
I've never felt this way about anyone. I want to get her something. But what?
Well, there's the usual things. Flowers, chocolates, promises you don't intend to keep.
Oh, no. This is no ordinary girl. It has to be something special. Something that sparks her in. Something...
What? That would work. All right.
Say something about the dress.
It's pink!
A compliment!
Oh, what a nice dress.
Thank you.
Belle, I want to show you something. But first, close your eyes. It's a surprise.
Kitsy girl!
May I open them?
All right. All right. Now.
Oh, I can't believe it! I've never seen so many books in my whole life!
You like it?
It's wonderful!
It's yours.
And a bit alarming. Who'd have ever thought that this could be true? That he's no Prince Charming, but there's something in him what you're missing, I'd love to read it again. Wait, you can read it first.
Oh, no, that's all right.
No, really, you read it.
No, you.
No, you.
No! I can't.
You never learned to read.
Only a little.
Well,
Long ago.
it just so happens that this is the perfect book to read aloud. Come here. Sit by me.
Well, who'd have thought?
Well, bless my soul.
Who'd have known?
Well, who indeed?
And who'd have guessed they'd come together on their own?
It's so peculiar.
Wait and see. A few days more. There may be something there that wasn't there before.
Perhaps there's something there that wasn't there before.
What?
There may be something there that wasn't there before.
What's there, Mama?
I'll tell you when you're older.
Mama, will I ever get to be a girl again?
I hope so.
When will I know?
Soon. If it's to be, it'll be very soon. Come along now. Let's give them some privacy.
Knowing not that this was indeed the legendary sword called Excalibur, Arthur tried to pull it from the stone. He tried once, to no avail. He tried a second time, but still he could not pull it out. Then, for the third time, Arthur drew forth the sword.
So that must mean he's king!
Wait and see.
I never knew books could do this.
Do what?
Take you away from this place. Make you forget for a little while.
Forget?
Who? What? I am.
We have something in common, you know.
What?
In the town where I come from, people think I'm odd.
You.
So I know how it feels to be different. And I know how lonely that can be. For the third time, Arthur drew forth the sword, and there arose from the people a great shout. Arthur is king.
I told you so.
Are they still in there?
And so far, a perfect gentleman.
You know what, Mama? I have a funny feeling inside. I don't know what it is, but it makes me feel kind of bubbly.
It's hope, love, and I've been feeling it too.
Ah, oui, my little friend. It for me beat hand.
Oh, if only that were true, Lumiere.
Ah, human again.
Human again.
Yes, think of what that means. I'll be cooking again, be good looking again, with a mademoiselle on each arm. When I'm human again, only human again, poised and polished and gleaming with charm. I'll be courting again, chic and sporting again.
Which should cost several husbands alone.
I'll hop down off this shelf.
And to it sweet be
I
myself.
can't wait to be human again.
When we're human again, only human again. When we're knickknacks and whatnots no more.
Little push, little shove, they could wish for love.
Oh, sherry, won't it all be top drawer? I'll wear lipstick and rouge, and I won't be so huge. Why, I'll easily fit through the door. I'll exude savoir-faire, I'll wear gowns, I'll have hair. It's my prayer to be human again.
When I'm human again, only human again. When the world once more starts making sense, I'll unwind for a change.
Really, that'd be strange.
Can I help it if I'm tense? In
In a shack by the sea, I'll sit back sipping tea. Let my early retirement commence. Far from fools made of wax, I'll get down to brass tacks and relax with my movement again. So sweep the dust from the floor. Let's get some light in the room. I can feel, I can tell someone might break the spell any day now. The brass
on the door.
Alert, it does play them room.
If it all goes as planned, our time may be at hand any day now.
Open the shutters and let in some air. Put these here and put those over there.
Sweep up the years of sadness and tears and throw them away.
When Guinevere heard that Arthur was slain, she went away to a convent, and no one could make her smile again. That's the end.
What a beautiful story.
I knew you would like it. Can I ask you for something?
What's that?
A second chance? Would you have dinner with me tonight?
Dinner. With me. Well, that would be... Well, Yes. Yes!
Human again, only human again. When the girl finally sets us all free, cheeks are burning again, we're us human again. We'll resume our long lost rendezvous. We'll be playing again, holidaying again, and we're praying it's ASAP. When we're cast off this pole, we'll step straight, we'll walk tall. We're all that we were, thanks to it, thanks to her. Coming closer, closer, closer.
Thank you for coming on such short notice, Monsieur Dark.
I don't usually leave the asylum in the middle of the night, but this fellow said it would be worth my while.
I've got my heart set on marrying Belle, but she needs a little persuasion.
Turned it down flat out.
It's like this, see? There's a danger I'll be thwarted and denied my honeymoon. For the pretty thing I've courted refuses to swoon. So the time has come for a murky plan for which I turn to a murky man.
To find the feet
We're better than the Maison de Lune. I don't take this girl for granted. There's no path I haven't hewn. To her heart, no seed unplanted, no flowers unstrewn. But quite amazing to relate, she doesn't want me for her mate.
which forces him to contact template. The
Maison de Lune.
I don't wish to seem a tad obtuse, but I don't see how I can be of use. For I lock people up, I'm not a lonely hearts club. I'm a cold, cold fish of a nasty, vicious streak.
Please speak.
It's Belle's father who's your client. She adores the old buffoon. She'll be forced to be compliant.
She'll dance to your tune.
We get the daughter through her dad. You just pronounce the old boy mad.
Oh, she's slammed up in your pad. The Maison de
Do I make myself entirely clear?
It's the simplest deal of my whole foul career.
Put Maurice away and she'll be here in moments. In a dreadful state, she'll capitulate to me.
Strapping up an inmate
very tightly.
Very soon.
But please don't bring him in late. Our check-in time's noon. So wave one bachelor goodbye.
Be my bride.
I'd rather die. Then have her daddy.
Ossified in my sordid saloon.
So book the church, raise glasses high. To the Maison
de
Tonight is the night. The night to confess your love.
I'm not sure I can do this.
You must.
You care for the girl, don't you?
More than anything.
Then why not tell her?
I can't.
You must.
There will be beautiful music, romantic candlelight, provided by myself. And then, when the moment is right,
How will I know when the moment is right?
You feel slightly nauseous.
no. You'll know because you will feel it here. And you must speak from the heart.
I must speak from the... I can't do this!
You must. Master, what are you afraid of?
Nothing.
Master,
I'm afraid she might
She might what?
laugh at me.
somehow, my prince, you must find the courage to take that chance.
Look at the rose. There is so little time left.
I can't do this.
Here, this might help to bolster your courage. You can do it. I know you can.
Tale as old as time, true as it can be. Barely even friends, then somebody bends unexpectedly. change. Small to say the least, both a little scared, neither one prepared. Beauty and the Beast.
Dance with me?
Oh, no, I don't.
Dance with her!
Ever just the same, ever a surprise, ever as before, ever just as sure as the sun will rise. A tale as old as time, tune as old as song, bittersweet and strange, finding you can change, learning you were wrong, certain as the sun, rising in the east, tale as old as time, song as old as rhyme, Beauty and the Beast. Tale as old as time, song as old as rhyme, Beauty and the Beast. Come along now, Chip. It's past your bedtime.
Thank you for asking me to dinner.
Dinner was wonderful.
Belle,
Yes?
are you happy here?
Yes. Everyone's so kind. Mrs. Potts, Lumiere.
With me?
Yes.
I must speak from.
The heart!
Is something wrong?
I was just thinking about my father. I miss him so much. I wish I could see him again.
There is a way. This mirror will show you anything you'd like to see. Anything you wish.
I'd like to see my father, please. Papa? Oh no. Papa, something's wrong. He's in the woods. I think he's lost. I should.
Go to him.
What?
You should go to him.
But what
You
about.
aren't my prisoner anymore. You haven't been for a long time. No. Take it with you. So you always have a way to look back and remember me.
I could never forget you.
Belle,
Yes?
go. Go. Go.
Well, sire, I must say, things are going just swimmingly. I knew you had it in you.
I let her go.
You what?
How could you do that?
I had to.
But why?
After all this time, he's finally learned to love.
That's it then. That should break the spell.
It's not enough. She has to love him in return.
And now it's too late.
unspoken. No spell has been broken. No point anymore if she can't love me. No hope she would do so. No dream to pursue. So I finally know that I will always be in a hopeless state and condemned to wait. Wait for death to set me free.
We're finally home. Rest here.
I don't know what happened. The last thing I remember, I was falling.
You were in the woods, Papa. I thought I'd never find you.
But the beast, how did you escape?
I didn't escape. He let me go.
He let you go? That terrible beast?
He's not terrible. In the beginning, I was so frightened. I thought it was the end of everything. But somehow, things changed. I don't know, but I see him differently now. It's funny. When I look around, I see the whole world differently. There's been a change in me, a kind of moving on. Though what I used to be, I still depend upon. For now I realize that good can come from bad. That may not make me wise, but oh, it makes me glad. And I
he was at least... No, more like 10 feet tall.
You don't get much crazier than that.
It's true, I tell you. What do you...
Let me go. Tell me, Maury, when was the first time you started having these delusions?
They're not... The beast is real. And so is the talking clock.
Poor Belle. It's a shame about your father.
Gaston, you know he's not crazy.
I might be able to clear up this little misunderstanding
If what?
if you'll marry me.
What?
One word, Belle, that's all it takes.
Never!
Fine! Have it your way. Take the old man.
Wait! I can prove my father's not crazy! Show me the beast!
That's him!
Oh no, I've never hurt anyone. I know he looks frightful, but he's really very kind and gentle. He's my friend.
If I didn't know any better, I'd say you have feelings for this monster.
He's no monster, Gaston. You are!
She's crazier than the old man. She says this creature is her friend. Well, I've hunted wild beasts and I've seen what they can do. The beast will make off with your children. He'll come after them in the night.
He would never do
Get
that!
the old man, I say we kill the beast.
We're unsafe until he's dead. He'll come stalking us at night. That you sacrifice our children to its monster 7 times.
So it's time to take some action, boys. It's time to follow me. Through the mist, through the wood, through the darkness and the shadows. It's a nightmare, but it's one exciting ride. Say a prayer, then we're there at the drawbridge of a castle, and there's something truly terrible inside. It's a beast, he's got fangs, razor sharp ones, massive paws, killer claws for the feast. Hear him roar, see him foam, but we're not coming home till he's dead. Yeah, we're dead! Yeah! Kill the beast!
I won't let you do this!
Try and stop us!
Oh, this is all my fault. I have to go back and warn him. No.
I lost you once, I won't lose you again.
We'll rid the village of this beast. Who's with me?
Not your torch, not your
want a thing like you? She despises you, Beast, and she sent me here to destroy you!
No!
It's over, Beast! Belle is mine!
Pull me up! Pull me up! I'm begging you! Get out! Belle,
I'm sorry.
you came back.
Take my hand.
You came back.
Of course I came back. I couldn't let them. If only I'd come sooner.
Maybe it's better this way.
Don't talk like that. Everything will be fine.
No.
We're together now. You'll see.
At least I got to see you one last.
We are home. We are where we shall be forever. Trust in me, for you know I won't run away from today. This is all that I need, and all that I need to say. Home should be where the heart is, and certain as I can be, I found home. You're my home. Stay with. Yes. No. Oh no, please don't leave me. I love you.
Now look into my eyes. Now don't you recognize the beast within the man who's here before you.
It is you.
Oh my! Oh goodness me!
Mrs. Potts!
What's happening here?
Cogsworth!
Stop it! Stop it!
What? Again!
Oh,
Stop it, stop that.
Mrs. Potts!
oh.
Hold me down! Cogsworth! Oh my Cogsworth! Come on, Belle. Let's go find your father.
Who was that young man?
The prince?
No, it wasn't!
Yes, it was.
No, it wasn't!
It most certainly was.
Yoo-hoo! Bonjour, handsome.
Babette, you look so much better.
What do you mean? I got you liked the way I looked before.
I did. It's just, I like you better this way.
Then you were lying to me.
No, I wasn't.
Yes, you were.
No, I wasn't.
Yes, you were.
Well, maybe a little.
Lumiere, I like you better this way too.
Madam, may I say you look ravishing.
Oh, thank you, Cogsworth. Do you like the gown? I simply cannot believe it fits me again after all these years.
It's magnificence in Excelsius.
Did you know I wore this the night I performed at the Royal Opera? The king himself was there.
I know, my dear. You were wonderful.
Oh, Cogsworth.